Urban Development and Home, Government of Maharashtra, Sri H.K. Patil, Honorable Minister for Rural Development and Panchayat Raj, Government of Karnataka, Srimati Indusri Kulak, CEO, NITI Aayog, members of the NITI Aayog, officers of the Government of India, officers from various state governments, officers from the Government of Karnataka, media friends, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure and privilege to extend a warm welcome to you all on behalf of my state and also on my own behalf. I am glad that the convener of the subgroup on Swach Bharat mission, Sri N. Chandrababu Naidu ji, the Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, has chosen to have the deliberations of the subgroup in Bangalore. Our government supports the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister of India in the Swach Bharat mission with the objective to achieve universal sanitation coverage, improve cleanliness and make India open, defecation free by 2019. This is certainly a fitting tribute for the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi ji. Sanitation is a high priority for our government. The program Sauchalyakagi Samara, Crusade for Toilet, was launched by our government in the year 2013 and 14. It is our endeavor to make Karnataka an open, defecation-free state by 2nd October 2018, a year ahead of Government of India's deadline of 2nd October 2019. Our government's focus on improving sanitation has resulted in a total of 13.81 lakh toilets being constructed in the past 2 years. Karnataka contributes to 15% of the national construction household toilets for the year 2014 and 15. In addition to household toilets, our government has also constructed 44,529 toilets for the school children. We have also given attention to providing individual household toilet with bathrooms under the scheme Gramina Gaurava Yojana, and we propose to construct 3 lakh bathroom cum toilets in 2015 and 16. The unit cost of each facility would be rupees 20,000, out of which rupees 12,000 would be from the Swach Bharat mission and the balance would be funded by the state government. Our government has also explored the various models of toilet construction in the state. In urban areas, for example, metro, only toilets with water facilities are constructed. There is no investment from the government and the revenue source is obtained by the private entrepreneurs and advertisements or shops or parking lots as the case may be. Therefore, the private entrepreneur actually pays royalty to the urban local bodies. In rural areas, the community sanitary complexes and integrated complexes are being constructed. The integrated sanitary complexes, apart from toilets, would also have bathrooms and washing platforms. We are also giving attention to the treatment and disposal of solid and liquid waste in 1,000 Gram Panchayats, a pilot project called Tippi would be taken up for the treatment and decomposition of cow dung and other livestock material by treating with bacterial culture, so that it is converted into value-added manure which can be used in agriculture. Very significantly, in order to provide statutory backing, the government is planning to introduce the Karnataka Rural Sanitation Facility Guarantee Bill during the current financial year. Bangalore city generates about 3,500 to 4,000 tons of municipal solid waste every day. Our government has taken several measures in the field of sanitation. Segregation of waste at source is encouraged, enabling higher resource recovery from the waste. Almost 186 dry waste collection centers have been established to collect the segregated dry waste, and 13 biomechanization centers of 5 tons per day capacity each have been established to handle segregated wet waste. 4 composing plants of 1,500 TPD capacity on public-private partnership framework have been functioning in Bangalore. In addition, 6 new municipal solid waste processing plants are being set up at a cost of rupees 350 crore to process 2,300 tons per day of municipal solid waste. 2 municipal solid waste processing plants have been sanctioned in PPP framework for waste to energy of capacity of 1,600 tons per day. Biomechanization facility of 600 tons per day will be taken up under PPP framework. New biomechanization facility of 100 TPD capacity has been operationalized under PPP framework for bulk waste generators, especially hotels. Lands, especially quarry lands, have been identified for disposal of construction and demolition waste. Processing units tackling coconut and sugarcane waste have been set up. With the above measures, Bengaluru is the only city in the country to have created processing capacity of 6,000 tons of municipal solid waste per day, which would be 150% of its current generation of MSW. The state government has invested around rupees 400 crore for the creation of the above infrastructure in the last 8 months. A support of rupees 500 crores is required under Swach Bharat mission for consolidating the activities. Of the 207 urban local bodies, 144 urban local bodies are processing 1,410 TPD waste every day. Also, 17 urban local bodies have 100% processing facilities, and 127 urban local bodies have developed partial aerobic or composting facilities. Technical manual for landfill site management has been prepared and circulated among all the municipalities. The manual contains prototype design for 50 TPD compost plant, compost plant and leachate tank. Solid waste management movies for creating awareness have been circulated to all urban local bodies. Environmental engineers have been recruited exclusively for implementation of solid waste management program. Compulsory earmarking funds from 11th, 12th and 13th Finance Commission grants State Finance Commission grants for SWM and exclusive SWM grants of rupees 125.91 crore has been released from 2013-14 onwards. Karnataka has succeeded in both rural and urban areas in improving sanitation in the handling of waste. However, much more needs to be done in order to make our state Swach Karnataka. While Karnataka is able to meet its expected targets to resource mobilization, yet the state's own revenues would not be enough to meet the challenges under Swach Bharat. It is therefore essential that Government of India support the states in meeting the funding requirements under Swach Bharat. As per the current guidelines under the Swach Bharat mission, a total of rupees 955.76 crore will be sent. Central share of rupees 716.82 crore and state share of rupees 238.94 crore. If the subsidy per individual toilet is to be on par with that which is given in rural areas and additional support is made for community and public toilets, then the total requirement of funds for effective implementation will be 2,174.76 crore. Sewerage component should be included in Swach Bharat mission. Government of India needs to provide rupees 600 crore assistance to the urban local bodies. It is the contention of the Government of India that sanitation is a state subject and therefore the state should provide the necessary resources. Also, the Government of India suggestion to the states that the requirement for the Swach Bharat mission should be made out of the devolution made to the states under the 14th Finance Commission for the year 2015 and 16 is not appropriate. While giving funds to the states, the Government of India has simultaneously reduced the allocations under various central sector and centrally sponsored schemes and also modified the sharing pattern. This has adversely affected most of the states. There is a net reduction of rupees 1,987 crore to the state after the devolution. The 14th Finance Commission has not recommended any state-specific grants except the grants to local bodies. Against rupees 3,509 crore of Finance Commission grants estimated in 2014-15, the grants available in 2015-16 are only rupees 1,772 crore, amounting to reduction of rupees 1,737 crore. It may be seen that increase in devolution on account of the Finance Commission recommendations have been negated by reduction in central support to state plan grants. High rates of taxation to generate funds for sanitation also may not serve the purpose. Karnataka is already considered a highly taxed state and it would not be possible to increase tax for this purpose. Even so, the funds that one would obtain from such a measure would not be adequate to provide for Swach Bharat. Swach Bharat is a flagship program of the Government of India and therefore the state to be able to fulfill the objectives and take up Swach Bharat in a timely manner, it is absolutely essential that Government of India provide the necessary funding to the states. Swach Bharat should be a centrally sponsored scheme with a funding rates of 90 and 10 between the center and the states. In addition, certain amendments would need to be made to the Environment Protection Act. Today, state governments do not have rule-making powers on issues relating to environment. The states should be given a free hand in framing rules for regulating the environment. Water is not included under Swach Bharat, and I am sure all of you will agree that without adequate water, there can be no proper sanitation. The liter per capita daily norms between rural and urban need to be rationalized. It is very much necessary to have policy changes in national water policy and drinking water policy. Unfortunately, the domestic cattle or animal water requirement in rural areas is not taken into account in our calculations.